Well, and that pick is top 6 protected in 24, 25, 26. But I mean, that's a gamble, Josh. Like if it's the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th pick, that's a lot of value for Jakob Poetl. You know, it also takes away some flexibility in terms of what you can do with those future picks.
Yep.
Because of, the power that is now in the hands of San Antonio. And the fact that Masai spoke, that to me is interesting. It wasn't Bobby Webster coming out.
Yep.
It was Masai. That he knows, as you said earlier, Josh, he's well aware. He referenced it. You guys can write what you write, say what you say. It's more difficult. Like it feels like Masai, I think there's an understanding, like that championship was 4 years ago. We always ask the question, how long is the honeymoon after that?
Right.
Probably 4 years. And I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable. And I think the clock has started here. Like, what do you got? Where are we going here?
Right.
Because they'll probably get into the play-in. As of today, they're in it. They're in 10th. But they're not a championship team. And this idea that you need 26 more games to kind of figure out what you have, that I have a difficult time believing that.
And I'm not sure what was more surprising today, whether it was the Poetl deal, the fact that they did move a first-round pick lightly protected in order to go and be a buyer at this trade deadline, or the fact that nothing came after it. Because that's what was really confusing to me. I kind of liked the Poetl deal initially, understanding at the time, obviously, that you can't really judge the deal fully until we know what comes next. And like a lot of people, I was pretty sure that something was coming next, just because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in and of itself. Like, obviously, we talked about this. It complicates the financial situation moving forward. The fit is a little bit questionable here. I mean, obviously, it addresses a major need, and as I said, I think he's going to help them, especially on the defensive end. But what about offensively, where you're already one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league? He's not going to help you in that regard. Having him on the floor with Pascal Siakam and Scotty Barnes, I'm not sure what that's going to look like. So there are some questions there that I thought might be answered by a subsequent move. I also thought, okay, well, if they're so inclined to move a lightly protected pick in 2024, that must mean that draft capital is coming back here. And it didn't. So, yeah, when I said earlier, like people think they didn't choose a path today. They did choose a path because they're not trading a lightly protected first-round pick unless they fully intend to compete and make the playoffs. Like that's what that means is They plan on being a playoff team next season. But as I said, it's just like, okay, well, where do you go from there? What are you doing after that?
Yeah.
How do you get to where you want to go? And I still have no idea.